Is it expensive to live in Cathedral City? How much does it really cost? Stay tuned, let's find out. Hi, Neil here, realtor in the Palm Springs area. I help people buy and sell homes and I absolutely love it. Now, let's get started on the cost of living here in Cathedral City. Item number one is the housing cost. Cathedral City ranks higher than the national average because home prices in California are overall higher than the rest of the U.S. In Cathedral City, as of this recording in November 2020, the median home price is $342,675. Of course, the kind of home and neighborhood varies. And in Cathedral City, you can find some lesser expensive homes and condos, but also higher-end homes. It really just depends on what you're looking for. But compared to Palm Springs, for example, where the median home price is $437,000, Cathedral City is much more affordable. The average cost to rent a 3-bedroom home in Cathedral City is about $1,800 a month, which is slightly higher than the U.S. average of about $1,500 a month. However, the California average is about $2,400 a month. So Cathedral City is much more affordable than many other California cities. Item number two, utility costs. The costs of utilities in Cathedral City are about 7% higher than the U.S. average and slightly higher than the California average. But one way to reduce electricity costs here is to install solar, as sunshine is very abundant, basically 350 days a year. And there are currently several incentive programs for homeowners to install solar, so it's definitely worth looking into. Remember, it does get very hot here in the summertime, and you do have to run your air conditioning. Let me know your thoughts about solar energy in the comments below. Transportation costs. While we do have public transportation, and it's widely available here in the Cathedral City area, Coachella Valley, most people have a car to get around as their primary transportation mode. And of course, that brings up the cost of gas. California has higher gasoline costs because of refinery requirements and clean air. So the cost of a gallon of gasoline is definitely higher here. However, it's less expensive than a gallon of gas in Los Angeles, San Francisco, or San Diego. And electric vehicles are becoming much more popular here as well. Grocery costs. Here's a bright spot in the cost of living in Cathedral City. The average grocery cost in Cathedral City is about 2% less expensive than the U.S. average, and that's 7% less expensive than the California average. One reason grocery costs are less is close access to all the fresh fruits and vegetables that are grown in the Coachella Valley, so transportation costs are less. The Coachella Valley has a wide variety of choices for getting your groceries, from the weekly farmers market to Trader Joe's, the major grocery chains like Stater Brothers and Albertsons, and there are many smaller boutique grocery options. Healthcare costs. Healthcare is another area where the cost of living is less in Cathedral City. The average healthcare cost in Cathedral City is 12% less than the U.S. average, and that's 5% less than the California average. Cathedral City is fortunate to have a number of good healthcare providers and healthcare systems, including Desert Regional Hospital in Palm Springs and JFK in Indio, which are a part of the Desert Care Network, and also close by is Eisenhower Medical Center in Rancho Mirage. The area is a health-conscious community with access to lots of outdoor recreational and exercise opportunities, including hiking trails, biking, swimming, tennis, and golf, just to name a few. Taxes. California is known for its higher taxes. The sales tax in Cathedral City is 8.75%, which, for example, is less than Palm Springs, which has a sales tax of 9.25%. The California income tax can go as high as 13.3%, which is one of the highest in the U.S. One tax that does surprise some of the people is our real estate tax. A simple rule of thumb is to multiply the purchase price of your home by 1.25%. This will give you a fairly close estimate to the property taxes for your property. Now the best part, the cost of things to do. We have high-end entertainment events at the local casinos, and everyone's excited about the new Agua Caliente Casino, which will be opening in Cathedral City in 2021. We also have golf, and golf prices range based on whether it's an expensive golf course or a more moderate price golf, because the Coachella Valley is home to some of the world's best and more exclusive golf courses. On the other hand, well-known Palm Springs art museums in Palm Springs and Palm Desert have various discount prices and also have monthly free admission days. The Palm Springs Aerial Tramway also has reasonable prices, as well as the Living Desert Zoo and the Palm Springs Air Museum. We also have the annual BNP Paribas Tennis Tournament, Stagecoach and Coachella Music Festivals, and lots more. And also, all the hiking trails here in the Coachella Valley are pretty much free. The Coachella Valley has 9 different cities as well as unincorporated areas, so there's lots of choices when it comes to finding the right place to live and keeping the costs within your price range and your budget. Affordability is where Cathedral City beats many other California cities. Cathedral City has better than average public schools, has a great suburban feel, and it's great for families. Cathedral City also has lots of parks. If you have questions about the cost of living in Cathedral City, be sure to let me know. If you're thinking of moving, buying, or selling in the Cathedral City area, I'd love to help you and make that experience as smooth as possible. Now stay tuned for my next video about the pros and cons of living in Palm Springs.